to Denver, Colorado, where it snows in the month of March. This is one of our snowiest months. And as we head to the airport, the drive was a little nerve-wracking. You can see all the snow on the road, and it was a little scary because of the time in the morning. Luckily, there's not a lot of cars, but it is around 4 o'clock in the morning. Our flight leaves at 6:30 in the morning. We made it to the airport parking lot, and they cleared a pathway, so it was a little safer. And then we just wait in the TSA security check. And this is the Rentie family. That's Sir L, my husband, and our godson. As we wait for the plane.
We gotta go. We gotta go get in our seat.
We got to get into the cockpit and talk to the pilot. As he looks out the window, we had no flight issues, no delays, and we got out safely. I don't know what it is, but I always drink tomato juice on the plane. Here at a airport, we had a layover and there was a Bojangles. First time having Bojangles chicken sandwich, pretty good. If you've ever had Bojangles, you're missing out. Sir is enjoying himself watching a movie. As we sit and wait for our baggage to come to the baggage claim, we finally made it to Fort Lauderdale. We actually flew in and took the train from Fort Lauderdale to Miami Airport because that's where the port was for the cruise ship. And as we rode on the train, we see the beautiful sky of Fort Lauderdale. And it was a nice train ride, about 40 minutes. And it was nice scenery to see. And we got to see something different. But we went from snowy 12 to 18 inches of snow to the sunny skies of Fort Lauderdale. It was really, really nice, and all was well. But as you've seen, we left snow to go to sun. So we are in winter clothing, and it's hot and humid. So we need to get to the hotel immediately so we can change.
You gotta stop on that modified thing.
So we had to make a stop at Trader Joe's the trip, and I wasn't able to get it back home, so we stopped at Trader Joe's to get these jerk plantain chips. If you've ever had them, you know, but they are spicy and they are so good. Next stop was a restaurant called Burritoville, and this burrito joint was the business. There wasn't a lot of people in here at the time we stopped, but it was really, really good food. Here you can see my godson, Bean, my godson, Carl. We love him. With the burrito, and they gave you some salad, and it was really good. You know, I have to have my meat. And as we sat there, we looked out the window and saw a little lizard outside the window. That was the only lizard we've seen on the entire trip. And as we cruised through the Miami city, you can see all the cruise ships, the city, the water, yachts. Miami is definitely a place for people with money. It is not cheap living here. But on this day, we finally made it to the port, and you can see the Magic right there, Carnival Magic. And this is the ship we will be sailing on for 7 days. This ship is huge, and there were so many amenities that were on the ship that were free of charge. Really, really nice ship. Next time I'm going to have to explore this ship a little more. But the port is always a little hectic. Everyone's trying to get aboard their ship, and you can see there's a lot of luggage and people, and for some this can be a little overwhelming, and for the Rentie family it definitely was. And then you have to go through security checkpoints and all that great stuff to make sure everyone's secure and safe on the cruise. So it's basically like an airport. And as we walk through the terminal to get onto the ship, you see my son stomping. And I don't know if you catched it, but we are wearing green because it is St. Patty's Day. And you are allowed to bring some drinks aboard the ship. And sorry for the back view. Wasn't really realizing what I was doing. But this is the inside of the
and
terminal.
Downstairs is just so overwhelming.
It's almost like a maze. I wasn't able to film one part that we just went through, and that's like the documentation of what they check to make sure you're supposed to be on the ship. It was really hectic down there, so wasn't able to record or anything like that, but this is right after it. And again, they're just checking documents to make sure you are the person going on this cruise. So they checked at least 3 to 4 times before you even get on the ship to make sure your documents are what they are. And if they don't line up, you will not be getting on the ship.
Thank you. Hello.
But this is the last few steps before we join the cruise ship, the Magic.
Seawater.
This cruise is the Rentie family's second cruise. So last March was our first cruise with House of X. And this is our godson's first cruise and first time on a lot of things because he hasn't experienced anything like this before. So a lot of first for him.
We're getting on the ship, stink butt. You can't even hear me. Huh? This is our second one. So we went last year in March for the first time. Huh? You are. We won't be able to go into the room until 4:30. So that means we just gotta hang out until the room is ready. And we are taking our first steps onto the cruise. Welcome to the Magic.
So let's go to our mustard station. Here is where you get your mandatory training of how to use a life vest. This is a mandatory requirement for everyone on the cruise ship, and the ship will not take off until everyone has completed this. And it's fairly simple. It took about less than a minute. She shows you how to put it on, how to use it, and that's it. Very simple. Very straight to the point.
Your cabins will be ready by 1:30.
Safety
In the
first.
meantime, please enjoy the buffet on deck 10, Lido. Have a lovely vacation, everyone. Thank you.
This auditorium is where they do a lot of shows. We've done bingo here. I believe they did love and marriage show or the newlywed game. They do quite a bit of things in this nice looking auditorium. And we're on the upper deck, and then you can be on the lower deck as well. And there's my godson, Carl, hubby, who didn't want to be seen on camera, and Sir L, who's not paying attention whatsoever.
Just a real quick shot. See, that wasn't so bad, honey.
As you can see, everyone's in their green. And we make it to the Lido deck. Everyone's in the pool and enjoying the sun. And because we're hungry and haven't eaten, we are getting Guy's Burgers. If you haven't had Guy's Burgers, you are missing out. It's really good on the ship. It's basically a hamburger patty on a bun and some fries. And you can top it yourself with different condiments. There's a condiment station. And then we just walk around and showing you the Lido deck, the main area. And we make it to our room. 10264 was our room number. We are on the Lido decks. Here is the cabin room. To the right is the bathroom, but you can see we have a bunk bed scenario. So Carl slept up top, hubby and I in the bed, and Sir L on the couch bed. It does turn into a bed. So, and we always do the balcony because we like to step out and get some fresh air from time to time, but really, really nice. And this was the balcony view. You can see Miami City. Really, really nice view. Love Miami. So today is called Embarkation when you're on a ship. So it's the first day of sailing. And there is a party and everyone is just dancing and doing their thing. They have a dance competition and they are all getting it, having fun in the sun. Great time. This is the carnival celebration, and as you leave for embarkation, you get sirens and waves from other ships. And look who I ran into. The Rooks and House of X. Hey.
Are you gonna do this? You wanna do it?
Yeah.
Gaming and
When are you gonna do it?
and I definitely wanted to do this obstacle course.
I'm trying to do it.
Yeah.
There's mini golf and all kind of stuff up there. I believe this is another cruise line, Royal, but don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. But did you hear Shanty and House of X cruising on
We
the
still
budget?
going
They
out.
so silly, but I love my fam.
Cruising on.
the budget.
Cruising on a budget.
Here we have Ocean Camp, also known as Toys and Friends. My son loves to call it Toys and Friends, but it's actually a camp for the kiddos. This is an age group for kids, I believe 1 to 5, and he likes to play with the toys. There is another group from 6 to, I believe, 9, and then 9 to about 13 to 17, I believe. But each category is a little different, so they have different things for different age groups. And the kids love it. My son loves it. Our son cannot get enough of Toys and Friends.